Brian Welch here from CSG Actuarial with another Market Edge tutorial video. And in this short little video, we're going to be going over the question that everybody seems to ask themselves: where should I be spending my time? Where should I be directing my resources? Where are the companies that I represent most competitive? Where are my competitors most competitive? Giving some direction of where I should go next. This tool really helps you do that. And for this particular scenario, I've kind of designed a way within the table feature of the Market Edge tool to help you do that. And so we'll get started here. What I've done, I've selected a single state, and again, this will run any state in the country, but I've selected South Carolina just as a random state for this video. And I've wanted to focus in on Plan G. And so for the demo purposes, we're just going to look at Plan G, non-tobacco for these individual ages. Again, if you only wanted to look at a specific age or all the ages, you could. But for this demo, I've just selected a standard group of ages and non-tobacco for the last 30 days. I could do the full year, I could do the last hour, but I've selected the last 30 days. And then for the table, I've begun to select my tables or my table rows and table columns. And so for the table rows, which would be these four cells or items here, I've selected age, ZIP3, plan, and gender. And the ZIP3 is going to be specific to the state of South Carolina that I selected when I first built the chart. I can select tobacco, or if I'm looking at multiple months, I can select month. I can add or subtract certain items. So you can kind of build your own table based upon the results that you wanted to look at. So that's my table rows. And then my table columns. I've selected company as the column I wanted to look at, but again, I can add in other columns if I wanted to better improve maybe the accuracy of where I wanted to direct my attention. So I went ahead and selected company, and then just selected two random companies, larger companies, name brand companies, to look at this data on. And then lastly, I've selected the values I want to look at, the actual information within the quotes. And so we're seeing MedSup quote count, average rank, and average annual dollar or cost above the lowest. I can remove some of these. I can add in more. Say I wanted to see percentage of the top 5 most competitive. I can begin to add in other variables depending on what you particularly want to look at. And so what this is giving you is for age 65 is what the table is sorted by, is by age. For these zip codes, Plan G and both male and female, total MedSup quotes, average rank within the time period that we're looking at, and then average annual dollar cost above the lowest. And so you begin to understand, okay, for 290 Plan G female, we have a high MedSup quote count. However, Aetna Health and Life is outside the top 10. Their average rank is outside the top 10, and they're $85 more expensive than the lowest price within the time parameters or time frame that we're looking at. But as you scroll down, you can see for, say, 298 for Plan G male for age 65, their average rank is much better at 1 and 3.4 for these two zip codes, male and female, but the Medicare quote count is much lower. And so you can begin to understand where are the carriers most competitive and where should I drive my resources. And this tool really builds those demographics and builds that roadmap, so to speak, to understand where I should be spending my time. You can sort by different ways. So let's say I wanted to sort by 3-digit zip. I can just move the 3-digit zip to the top. If I wanted to sort and see by plan, if I'm looking at multiple plans, I can do so. This really can be customized and edited to your liking. And you can also export this data. If you would rather see this data in a CSV file to do your own manipulation outside the Market Edge tool, you can do so. Thanks for watching this short little tutorial. Expect more to come. And as we add on features and understand the market better by using the tool and this data that's brand new to the market and we're just now understanding. Thank you very much.